If you'd like to see more of our videos, please subscribe to our channel on YouTube.
Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMtrading. Today is February 13th, 2020, and today is Thursday morning. So looking at the major economic events of the day, just one event out of the United States at 3:30 South African time. That's a core monthly CPI number, core price index number, and basically that is an inflationary number. And looking at the markets, wow, we look at the euro break to new yearly lows. Okay, we mentioned this yesterday, and it did look like it was picking up some steam, and so it did break to its lows. We're going to take a look at that in a second. And looking at the Dow Jones, makes new all-time highs once again, but sells off after the coronavirus recount, as they've found 15,000 cases in China. Okay, this is a really serious situation. Looking at the commodities, gold and oil both bounce. While looking at the stocks, it was Amazon that led the way yesterday, that beat us to new all-time highs, but the stocks need to follow, which I think they're not. We're going to look at a couple of examples today and see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're going to start here with the Euro USD at a 4-hour chart, as you can see. And basically, it's quite clear, okay, that this really is now a bona fide downwards trend, okay, and that's not even clear. Not even once did it hit our moving average. That's the blue line right here, and it's really not the 30-day moving average. So it's really a bona fide downwards momentum, downwards trend, and we're trading right now at a low of 108.74, making a new low for the year, okay, definitely this year. And also, if we look at a 2-year chart, okay, which includes last year as well, you can see that it does look like it's all-time low, okay. Now, to get more reference on this, since we're hitting this new time low, I think it is at its support level-ish right now, okay? And the question is that if it does continue to pick up momentum, we could see it further go down. But if it does bounce here, we could see it bounce maybe to the 109.59-ish level on the high side. So maybe a 60 pip bounce at most, if it does bounce. But this is really a bona fide sell. And looking at a weekly chart, just to give us a perspective of how much further we can go, we can definitely go to 104, 105, okay? First, we do have a support level at 108.29, which we're about 50 to 60 pips away from that. But more than that, if we do break, we can definitely hit 104, okay? But relatively, it's been choppy. This has been the biggest move for the euro in more than 3 to 5 months. Okay, look at this. All right, I'm going to highlight this. This is the move that we're talking about, and this is where we've been trading since last May. Okay, so really we've been in a very tight range, and I've been mentioning this for quite some time, that it hasn't been tradable because we've been in a 100 to 130 pip range for over 6 months. That's a long time. So the fact that it's retracing here and breaking to new lows may indicate that it's going to go even further. So just remember, 108.29 is your support level. If it does bounce, it'll maybe bounce 60 pips. Okay, so just be aware of that as that unfolds. Now, jumping into the commodities, we saw gold actually pick up here. But again, it's still trading within its range. If it does break above this 1577, we may see it go to 1591 if it has that momentum, but it's still in a pretty tight range from our larger range, okay, that we've been trading in. Okay, we're throughout since the beginning of the month, I think we've really been in a very tight range. So it hasn't really, jumped out at me and said, okay, this is a clear buy, a clear sell. Definitely not. Now, looking at oil, we see it retracing after bouncing nicely to 51.75 after hitting 49.65. And this does seem like it's going to be trading within this range. Now, the light at the end of the tunnel in China has not come out. We're not sure what's going to happen with this coronavirus virus that is coming out. So I would be very, very hesitant as to which way this is going to go. It's still because, if China continues to shut down, I mean, during this time of the year, they're already shut down because it's the Chinese New Year and it's a month or 3-week long festival there. So business is not working in, optimum level. So anyway, in this time of the year, they're on, low gear. However, with this virus, I don't know exactly how this is all going to pan out. So Looking at the technicals, though, there's definitely resistance at this 51.75. So I do expect it to trade within these two ranges, 51.75 and 49.65, until we get a clear direction. Now, jumping into the Dow Jones, we hit 29,534. If we look at a weekly chart, it shows us that we're all-time highs. But this is a little disconcerting, and it's a little bit, misleading, because we sold off right afterwards. Now, you could blame it on coronavirus, or you could blame it on anything. But if the stocks are not following through, that means that this is, going to retrace. Okay, so 29,386 after hitting 29,523. If we look at the NASDAQ, also sold off after hours yesterday. So the stocks are being affected by this. If we look at Apple, it went back to its all-time highs yesterday. Okay, this is definitely not after hours trading, but didn't break out higher. Okay, the only one that did was Amazon, but it's retracing a little bit. Okay, just remember Amazon has a support level at this 2034. So, something to consider. Okay, I'm not saying that we're going to correct ourselves and this is the top, but if the stocks don't go higher, then they're going to go lower. Okay, they're going to make themselves a correction at a certain point. Now, jumping into Microsoft also is the same story, and that was, really the one that led us the way. And it was a little bit of a tricky trading yesterday, because I did mention that it looked like it was making its top. We were trading at 183-ish level, and we bounced a little bit yesterday, and now we're just, keeping afloat. So, altogether, the stocks are keeping afloat, but, okay, depending how the market is actually going to react to this coronavirus recount, and it's hitting 15,000 cases, it becomes a much larger number, and the ripple effects of that could be much larger. So, still I'm bullish, but I'm much more tentative to think maybe, the markets may sell off as a result of it. Okay, the markets are looking for a reason to sell off also. Okay, we've pretty much are hitting a time period in the year where we're getting into March, and March is usually a sell-off time of year. So just be aware of that in the back of your head. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish everybody a great trading day. Thank you.